Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Absolutely.
Hey yo, back again, guys. What about you?
Yeah.
Not
How you
too
keeping?
bad, bud. Not too bad.
I would complain, but who'd listen? Oh wait, everybody here.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So guys, I've got a question for you today, as usual.
Right, what do we have to do?
Actually, before I go into that, probably just give a quick introduction, yeah? Because this is the first time you're joining us on the Real Xchange.
Is it?
It is. Oh, really? You had to ask.
Right. No, it felt. You know what? Like
Yeah.
it just felt like
You're already
I've
part of
always
the
been
family.
Yeah.
This
so
is so casual. that
exactly.
I
So it didn't feel like the first time. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay, all right. So maybe for some of our audience, this is probably the first time they'll be
yeah.
seeing
Well,
you.
true. Actually.
And we've got Adey in the building.
Yes, sir.
And you know it is, as usual, Blair. What about you, bro? You good? Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
All right. I got a question for us to, like a topic for us to discuss today.
Right.
So, would you let your partner partake in a reality TV show? Would you?
Go ahead, Adey.
Well, what kind of TV show are we talking about?
Reality.
Okay. Well, put it this way.
The likes of Love Island, Big Brother.
Well, let me stop you there. Right. So this is a very simple one for me. If it's gonna be like the Bake Off, or it's like maybe Homes Under the Armour,
The Pottery
like,
Showdown, the Big Pottery Showdown, or
Exactly.
Portrait Artist of the Year.
Antiques Roadshow, Homes Under the Armour. Well, those are not reality TV shows, are they?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Come on, they are. They are.
Are they?
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know
No,
where this question actually is.
I know where you're leading this to.
What about okay, Big Brother?
Big Brother. No.
Why?
Well,
Blair, okay, before you answer
No,
that, though.
no.
Before you answer that.
Yeah.
Blair, would you?
I wouldn't let my partner go on any dating show, or sorry, excuse me, obviously not dating. I wouldn't let my partner go on any TV program whatsoever. Well, sorry, excuse me, let me rephrase that. My partner is a free person; she can do whatever she wants.
that's like a disclaimer.
So,
You know,
yeah,
like
sorry,
you know,
sorry.
like one of those
That
disclaimers
is
they
the
put at the
wrong
bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's doing right
That
now.
is the wrong word. Sorry. You
Simple
said
yes
that.
or no. Would you let your partner partake in a reality TV show?
No. That you can't. That's don't back me into a corner on that one theory because.
Come on.
No. Right. So, I wouldn't like them to go on any reality program.
Why do you keep saying you're almost saying dating? Why
I
is
don't know
that?
why, because
Yeah,
that's what we're all thinking when we say.
Real-
But why would
Not
you bother
really.
go on a dating program?
No, that's what
though?
I'm saying.
If you're going on Big
Peter
Brother, it's
Pan,
not dating, is it?
Well, that's okay. So I wouldn't like. I don't want to say let because they're an adult person. They can do whatever they want. I'm not that bad. Okay. But okay, if we're going to go with that terminology, no, not on Antiques Roadshow, not on Come Down With Me, not on
Why not?
Portrait Art of the Year, because that's where it starts. They go on Portrait Artist of the Year, then they're in a magazine, then they're in a newspaper, then they're invited on Loose Women, then before you know it.
So what is
they're
the issue with that?
because then they become a public person, and when
Right.
they become a public person, they
Right.
meet a lot of other public people. So
Right.
they're going to meet people who are interviewing them that are
Yeah.
much more handsome and interesting than I am.
Blair.
And then once they get started doing interviews, they start going to fancy dinner parties. They start talking to other
You
celebrities.
really thought about this, haven't you?
Absolutely. So
This
when-
guy
once
is
they-
sounding like there's so much insecurity going on right now. What is
once
that?
they get into
What is that
world,
about?
Once they get into that world, my little 9 to 5 job and my boring dinners
Right.
somehow now don't really seem quite that interesting. So that's why I wouldn't let them on. If it was up to me, I would just keep them in like a little drawer. And
That's some freaky stuff there. That's
Someone gonna
Just
search
see what-
Bless.
just-
Someone gonna search Bless. That's right.
yeah. When did you search your drawers?
Put them in a little drawer the way I do with my
Yeah,
cats.
someone needs to go to Blair's house and do a search, man. Unless no one's tied to it.
But what is the issue really? Is it an issue of insecurity?
Absolutely insecurity, yeah, of course. That's absolutely what it is, insecurity.
Yeah. Why? You feel if they get more exposure, there's a higher chance that they then see
And it's
more.
almost
They get to meet
always-
more people.
How many off the top of your head? I can think of one public celebrity relationship that has been maintained for the last 10 years. One celebrity couple that have remained together for the whole time. Have been a power couple. I can name you one. David
Right.
and David Beckham and his wife. That's the only couple I can think of that stayed together. It's not, both of them are so busy and are always mixing with other people and other circles of celebrity that they just strain away, or they get. You look at someone like David Beckham, right?
Yeah.
Women can't believe, they're fall from all the time. It's no, if you're a guy and you're going to dinner parties and everywhere you go, women fall over you, the jaws drop. Of course you're going to, it's going to strain your marriage. It's going to strain.
Right.
So I don't think it's a good idea, because there's not many celebrity relationships that work, because you're just
Yeah, but you're not a celebrity though. It's just
no,
the
but
one person.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
But don't you think there has to be some balance, right? So like, don't you think in a way, because she's not seen another celebrity, so don't you feel that you would give that balance, that normalcy in the relationship? So even though she's out there, being famous and all of that stuff, you're the bit of actual real stuff that she has, because you don't see her like a celebrity. You just see it as work. I assume. I've never dated a celebrity before, but I assume that's what it is, because if I had a girlfriend, right, and she's famous, she's a celebrity and stuff, I mean, as your girlfriend, you do everything together, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to see her the same way everyone else will see her. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be different. So don't you feel like, I get where you're coming from, but don't you feel that you would be that comfort space though? Don't you feel that?
No, in a way that just because, when you think, once someone starts to become a celebrity, they are just swept up in the whirlwind that is just the attention and the media, and after a while, they probably start to get addicted to it. There's a really good saying. I don't know, I forget who it was that said it, but said that fame is a mask that eats into the face.
Right.
And I think that's what starts to happen. I think that's what maybe starts to happen to people, and that people wear the mask of fame for so long that actually it starts to envelop themselves into their personality.
You're making an assumption here that if your partner does actually partake in a reality TV show, then she becomes a celebrity.
Well, that's that. Yeah, that's
because it's also possible she probably gets evicted maybe the first week and nobody really remembers her.
On what you just said, yeah. Not everyone that takes part in the reality becomes a celebrity. I was actually, on one of the apps, right?
Apps.
Yeah. And I was just, as we all do, just bored scrolling through, and I actually saw someone that was on a prime reality show on it. And I was thinking, what's she doing
here? Was it can't pay, we'll take it away?
Nice one.
What does it matter?
Exactly. Still famous. But anyway, I looked at it for a second. I thought to myself, like, what's she doing here? I automatically, like anyone else, assumed that you're a
celebrity. Yeah.
Now. You're
shouldn't be on a dating app.
You should be here. There's probably
you're forgetting the key.
People that would be happy to, and these are the assumptions we make. I made that assumption. That's why I was surprised to even. Was
she a hot-looking person though? Because she was on a reality show does not necessarily. If she wasn't good looking, doesn't. You know what I mean?
I can't say she wasn't the hottest looking person. Yeah. She wasn't my type, So
but then
I did the no. A lot of people where would have did the yes because they're a famous person. But I was like,
you swiped what? Where did you swipe?
You actually pick yes and no. You actually look at it and.
You swiped. What is that? Swipe left or right? What was that? Rejected.
What one is the reject one?
You're asking me. I'm not in this.
No, I'm just gonna say I only did this for research purposes, not
Oh yeah.
I was just curious.
But tell me this though. So you are comfortable with your partner actually going on a reality TV show? Okay,
now let's real talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking Love Island, no, because you know what it's all about. If we're talking if it's something like, that's why I use the bake off. It's something like the bake off. You're only going there to bake, for heaven's sake.
Right.
So that's fine. For all I know, if my partner is something that's interested in baking and stuff like that, that's fine, because that could actually lead to opportunities for you. You can open a big cafe or something like that. That's all of that bit is good. I can handle the fact that.
But is this an issue of trust though? Because if for example you've been with your partner for ages enough to trust.
Let's narrow it down, because I think I know where you're going. So let's narrow it down. So reality show that has the opportunity of meeting someone else, possibly. That kind of.
So the ones that you go in as singles. Is that
not necessarily? I mean, Big Brother, you could go in and say you're in a relationship, but you know how that environment is. You're all in a house. You're locked up in a house for God knows how many days. Things could happen.
But like, imagine
even if you don't want to. I've never been in Big Brother house, but I've had the feeling of being in a house
with strangers.
With other people, and we knew that we were going to be there for about 4 or 5 days, just
think
us, all in the same
people
house.
Who share a house renting, you know, you're going to have a drink on a Saturday night. You're going to have, you know, something's going to happen. If you're a single guy and you've got a single girl and you both rent the same house.
Yeah.
But that's different though.
No, okay, yeah, because you're single.
Yeah, we're talking about your partner. Yeah. So this is someone you're in a relationship with.
But yeah, even if I wouldn't be I wouldn't even be comfortable if, say, if my girlfriend or my partner was studying, say, and she was living in a house share, right, with 3 other guys. Because they all, you know, that's just a common thing.
Like a hostel, like a student accommodation, right?
Yeah, student accommodation, but not from the university. You could just rent a house, you know. It's a, you know, on Malone Road or whatever. So that's normally how they do that. I wouldn't be comfortable with my girlfriend being in 3 other guys.
So why is that though? Is it?
I don't trust. It's not that I don't trust her.
Right.
I don't trust them.
Who? The guys?
Yep.
To what?
Well, I don't like the idea of my girlfriend constantly being hit on all day, every day.
So it's a lot of pressure for a woman, right?
Yeah. And after a couple of, I mean, I don't like the idea of it. I just don't like the idea of it.
Yeah, I mean but you see what? You know what? So I think there are 2 things I can pick out, right? One of it is an issue of trust, which then goes on to being like a security or insecurity situation, right? And then you're also looking at the external, the external factors, which can influence, your partner.
And that second bit there is the bit that's why I've said I'll be
You'll be selective. Yeah.
You know, if it's a show like, say, Strictly Come Dancing or
definitely not,
or whatever.
Yeah. Well, bro, you've got a problem with Strictly Come
Dancing. Strictly Come Dancing has ruined I don't know how many marriages.
Yeah, well, true, but this is just the way I look at it, right? Like, you know, I'm thinking, okay, you want to go dancing, all right, fine, you're gonna do this, all right, fine, or you want to go do the Bake Off, all right, cool. But particularly something like, say, maybe Love Island and stuff, or you want to go on Big Brother and stuff, I'm like, right? Why?
Well, obviously Love Island, I mean, that's a complete no.
Yeah.
But let's put this to perspective, right? It is also for your partner to suggest that she or he wants to partake in a reality TV show. You must have had like some notion that this person is like likely to do something like that, you know, probably from interest in maybe
from the early stage, you should know that this person's into this kind of thing from the early
stage. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it won't come up like a surprise. Well,
that's why I would say if you look at this, that's why they don't normally get into that. I don't know. I would like to see the statistics, but I would say the majority of people who go in the Big Brother house are single to begin with.
A lot of them.
I think a lot of the people who win those things. Strictly is Strictly is a good example. Actually, I don't watch it because I just think it's completely inane and boring. But I mean, if you that's one of the ones where a lot of the people that go into it are actually married.
Yeah.
And it has a very high rate. It has a high rate of people who are married and their relationships break up. There's been 3 or 4 big relationships that broke up because of that. And of course it is. Your partner's been very intimate. What is more romantic than salsa dancing?
Actually, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
That's the most intimate thing you can do with somebody other than sex. So and they're one-on-one time.
Yeah.
I think I'll be keen to hear what our viewers, our followers, our fans would have their opinion on this.
It'd be nice to see what everyone thinks. I mean, and this is the beauty of conversation, right? I said Strictly earlier on, and I just threw it out there. Yeah, just because of that. Just because of that. Yeah, just the reality show. But hearing your perspective, they're like, apart from sex, that's another intimate, really real close, very, so it's very easy to get.
That probably is different.
It's very easy to get caught up in that. So you can't really blame either of them if you're thrown into that situation.
All right, guys. Wow, that was as usual, a contentious one. But I think both of you are actually leaning towards more like the same sort of line of thought on this. So it will be dependent on the kind of reality TV show that we're talking about. You know, more so to speak, right?
Yeah.
So, guys watching us, if you have any opinion about this, please give us a comment on this. We'd like to, hear what you have to say. Read about it. And also, don't forget to subscribe, share the video as well. And also, if you'll be interested in taking part in this and you're based in Belfast or Northern Ireland, give us a DM. So, Adey, thank you so much for showing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm Blair. What were you going to say? You were going to say something there.
Oh, no.
You look like you were going to say something. All right, until next time, it's signing out.
Lovely.
From
Thank
me,
you.
DeeRay. See you later.